From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the News 8 Daily 8 Podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update.
Now on Daybreak, an overnight shooting in Broad Ripple. We have new information coming in on the security guard who was shot and on the person believed to be the shooter.
We're learning more about the two men killed in a plane crash in Shelbyville. Ahead, see the photos posted by the flying instructor one day before the crash.
And it is a really cold start this morning, and we've seen some snow falling in the area. Our Storm Track 8 team is tracking what you need to know before you head out this morning.
Audible's romance collection has something to satisfy every side of you. When it comes to what kind of romance you're into, you don't have to choose just one. Fancy a dalliance with a duke, or maybe a steamy billionaire. You could find a book boyfriend in the city and another one tearing it up on the hockey field. And if nothing on this earth satisfies, you can always find love in another realm. Discover modern rom-coms from authors like Lily Chu and Ali Hazelwood, the latest romantasy series from Sarah J. Maas and Rebecca Yarros, plus Regency favorites like Bridgerton and Outlander. And of course, all the really steamy stuff. Your first great love story is free when you sign up for a free 30-day trial at audible.com/Wondery. That's audible.com/Wondery.
Speaking of that cold, let's get over to Marcus Bailey to break it all down. I had to get out my really big coat today, and it still wasn't even enough.
No.
Does that say 19?
19. But, I mean, that's just part of the story here because obviously we got some snow kind of flying around here a little bit, so it looks the part. And then it's blustery. So that's the bigger story is what it feels like when you step outside, which is close to zero. So that is rough, right? Let's get you started here on this very cold morning. Got some snow at the airport right now. Again, we mentioned 19, but this is the key right here. A northwest stiff breeze, nearly at 15 miles per hour. So you combine both of those, your feels like temperature is down to 6 here in Indy. And we're likely going to see that probably dip a few more degrees throughout the morning. Upper teens to around 20 here in the metro. Again, these are air temperatures, not factoring in the wind chill. 17 in Lebanon, 18 Noblesville and Anderson, 20 in Greenfield. Then you factor in those winds. Feels like 1 right now up in Kokomo and Fort Wayne. South Bend with a feels like temperature of 6. So I wouldn't be shocked to maybe see a few of these communities see wind chills dipping right around or maybe just below 0. Also, you do have a little weak wave of energy that's pushing through. And so you can see some light snow showers. It is a little bit heavier up around South Bend, and there could be some accumulation. I don't expect any major problems with some of the snow flying around. But look, we are cold now at the surface. So there may be a little bit of this sticking here. So do watch out for a few isolated slick spots if you're going to be doing some traveling. Any snow chances are going to be gone probably by around 8, 9, 10 o'clock this morning. And then the thinking is we will see some clearing. The winds will ease up, but we're not going to warm up much. Highs only in the mid-20s and chills, best we could do, into the teens. But just like that, we're out of the freezer tomorrow. Back to average or above average temperatures for the second half of the work week. We'll talk about that in my Storm Track 8 forecast in just a few minutes.
All right, Marcus, thank you. It is 4:02 now, and new on Daybreak, we are following an overnight shooting in Broad Ripple. A security guard has been shot outside Connor's Pub. That is just south of Main Street. An IMPD spokesperson tells us that the security guard was taken to the hospital and is said to be stable. Police also tell us that the suspect is a frequent visitor of the pub. They also say they're working to get witnesses and any security video from the area.
A person is critically hurt after police say they were shot in Canby but found in Hendricks County. Investigators say the shooting happened at around 7 last night at a home on Becks Mill Lane, but the victim was found about a mile away at the Heartland Village Shops in Hendricks County. Police did not say how the victim got there. The person was taken to Eskenazi Hospital in critical condition. Investigators have not said if there is a suspect or a motive. And a man is dead and a person of interest is in custody after a shooting in Columbus. Police say it happened yesterday in a mobile home community off of Middle Road. Officers say they found the man with gunshot wounds. He died at the scene. Police have not told us his name or what led up to the shooting. The person of interest has also not been identified.
An Indiana couple and their 2 dogs have been killed in a plane crash in Michigan and have now been identified. The International Seaplane Fly-In identified them as 60-year-old Randy Strebig and 43-year-old Allison Wheaton. The crash happened near the Mason County Airport in the western part of the state along Lake Michigan Sunday morning. According to investigators, it was snowing when the plane crashed shortly after takeoff. The cause of the crash is still under investigation. And now to I-8, where family and friends are sharing memories of the 2 men who died in a plane crash last week in Shelbyville. Family and authorities identified the men as restaurant owner Nathan Finney and his flight instructor Warren Brule. Brule posted these photos you're seeing here on Facebook just one day before the crash, saying, "It's moments like this I cherish." The cause of the crash is unknown, but the National Transportation Safety Board is expected to begin their investigations on Thursday. Finney's company released this statement saying the family is dedicated to preserving Nathan's vision and advancing the legacy Nathan worked tirelessly to build. Finney Hospitality Group is the parent company for several chain restaurants, including The Tap, Social Cantina, Slim Chickens, and more.
Family and friends are mourning the loss of an Eastern Hancock County High School senior, 17-year-old Lindsay Locker. She was killed in a crash on Sunday. We told you about this yesterday. Investigators say she was riding in a pickup truck when the driver lost control on wet roads. The driver is also a recent high school graduate and is now in the hospital in critical condition. Friends say Locker was a cheerleader involved in FAA and 4-H. Her cheer coach tells us that Locker was an incredible person and lit up any room she walked into. Eastern Hancock High School's school superintendent, George Philhauer, said in a statement to News 8 that Lindsay was not only a dedicated student, but also a vibrant member of various school activities, leaving an indelible mark on all who knew her. On Friday, there will be a moment of silence to honor her at the high school's basketball game.
This is the News 8 Daily 8 podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update on demand. For even more, on demand and on the go, connect with Wish TV on Facebook at wishtv.com and on the free Wish TV mobile app. Thank you for listening, and be sure to like, subscribe, and follow this podcast for updates every weekday morning on the All Indiana Podcast Network and wherever you get your podcast.